moving on to somebody else's career who's probably over, and that is Armie Hammer. His alleged sexual assault investigation did wrap up by the LAPD back in December, but it's still in the hands of the district attorney. So while it has been reported that he is unlikely to face charges, many will be told his story in the upcoming Discovery Plus docuseries House of Hammer. We actually spoke to Armie's aunt, Casey Hammer, who revealed whether or not she thinks her nephew should be prosecuted. Take a look. I mean, now in this time, do you think Armie should be prosecuted for what has happened to these women?
In all honesty, I think that anybody that commits crimes and involves other people and hurts them needs to be held accountable and I believe in the justice system. So I'm hoping that, no matter what, that just by shining a light on it, one, it stops, and two, he has to answer for whatever the accusations or allegations, or, again, people don't make this up. When you listen to these women in the docuseries, it's real. You can feel the emotions. You can feel it through the camera, and it's powerful. I would hope that by shining a light and bringing it, that the justice system takes care of it however it sees fit. But again, it's not right. And yeah.
She thinks that, justice should prevail, but why is it taking so long for the DA to come to a decision in this case?
Christina, this is my hometown of LA, but I gotta admit, the district attorney here, he can be pretty soft as George Gascon. So we're talking about a year and a half, right? It's March 2021, and nothing's been done. Time tends to be the friend of the criminal defendant. So I don't expect Armie Hammer to be prosecuted in this case.
Yeah, I mean, what exactly now are they investigating? Because the LAPD, they wrapped up their investigation. So what happens when it is handed over to the district attorney?
There's so much going on in this case, right? We talked about the sexual assault, there's physical battery, choking, allegations of maybe cannibalism, orgies with underage girls, drugs. So there's probably a lot to unpack here, and I'm sure we're going to see even more once the documentary comes out, I believe next week.
It's crazy. I've watched the first few episodes. It's insane, and it's really, really eye-opening. But like you said, there's orgies, there's, sexual assault. Why would he not be prosecuted in this case? Why would no charges be brought against him?
Well, Christina, he may. And again, politicians and prosecutors sometimes are the same, right? And the district attorney is going to be up for election in a couple of years. And we've seen in cases like R. Kelly, when these documentaries come out, that puts a lot of pressure on these prosecutors to act. So whether it's Free Britney or other kind of documentaries that have come out, maybe this newest documentary will actually cause criminal charges to be filed, but I think it's still unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, if you were Armie Hammer, would you be shaking in your boots right now?
Oh, this is going to be terrible for him. I mean, and not just him, going back to his grandfather's entire family is going to be exposed here. So usually it's not a good look when something like this drops.
No, I mean, it is crazy. Like you mentioned, the whole family has covered up many different types of crimes in the past, and that are all going to be exposed, from murder to how they've treated women. It's really a fascinating documentary. And, who knows? Like you said, these documentaries have been used in cases to kind of push people along. And is there any chance that they were waiting for this documentary to come out to make their decision?
Yeah, they might. And there's some other ones, like Bob Durst was arrested before the last episode of The Jinx. Even Michael Jackson, he was prosecuted in large part because of a documentary that came out. So people shouldn't underestimate the importance of this type of investigative journalism when it comes to criminal prosecution. So if the DA decided to move forward, there have been a lot of rumors that Armie is in the Cayman Islands, selling timeshares. Is there any chance that he could be extradited from the Cayman Islands? Yes, the Cayman Islands, that's an extradition country. That's a good place to hide your money potentially, but not some place you want to be if you're going to be prosecuted. For more news content and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.